Welcome to Free Flow Friday, powered by the Property Profits Real Estate Podcast. I'm Dave Dubeau, and I'm very excited to give you an over-the-shoulder learning experience around raising capital, as well as other tips, tricks, and strategies to help you on your real estate investing journey. So let's start. Let's discover together. All that stuff that we've kind of pushed down and pushed to the side and pushed away, he says, use that for fuel. Don't hide from it. Don't run away from it. Don't mask it. Own it and use it as fuel. Well, hey there, everybody who's part of the joy of finding investors and raising capital. It's Dave Dubeau coming at you with another short little book review. And today I want to talk about a book that I read recently called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Now, if you haven't heard of David Goggins, you should probably Google him and watch some of his YouTube videos. But this guy is a complete beast in the best sense of the word. So give you an idea, when he was about, I think, 23 years old or something like that, he was kind of a gym guy, but he was overeating. So he ballooned up to around 300 pounds. And he was working at a dead-end job and eating burgers and milkshakes for his nutrition and just in strong but in really bad shape. And then he got inspired and motivated to become a U.S. Navy SEAL. And he talked to one of the recruiters, and most of them turned him down flat. And one recruiter listened to him and said, okay, well, dude, here's the deal. In order to, because they have all these criteria, in order to get in, just be considered to be a Navy SEAL, you have to get down to this weight for your height. So bottom line, plus the next recruiting is happening in a little over 3 months or something like that. So bottom line, this guy went maniac and dropped 106 pounds in 90 days. And he qualified to go into the SEAL training and go through Hell Week, as it's called. And that's what he did. He got double pneumonia on his first Hell Week, got held back, recuperated or came close to recuperating, did another Hell Week, and a few months later, didn't make it through that one for some reason. I can't remember what happened, some injury or something like that happened there. And then finally on his third shot, he made it through Hell Week. Amazing thing was literally he was running on broken bones in his feet, shin splints. He taped up his legs every day just to be able to make it. It's an absolutely amazing journey to become a SEAL. So he became a SEAL. That's pretty cool. That'd be inspirational enough as is. He didn't stop there, so he was a very active SEAL for many years. Then later on, he decided to try his hand at ultra long distance running and did his first qualifying race. They had to run at least 100 miles within 24 hours without doing any training, without being a runner, more than just, the basic necessities for his job in the Navy. He managed to do that, went on to become an elite ultra marathoner, all sorts of very, very cool stuff. So what's really interesting about this is this guy came from a terrible background, abusive father, very physically abused as a kid. His mom and him left when he was 6 or 7 years old, grew up very, very poor, and in spite of this, did an amazing job of turning his life around and really pushing the limit on seeing what is possible for us as human beings. And what I got out of the book, besides a very inspirational, entertaining story, is how he used his past pain, all the crap that went, and there's so much that happened to him. He was like the only black kid in a very, very racist white American town. So there's all that baggage coming along as well. But how he used the pain to propel himself forward. So one of his recommendations is, one of the ways that we can use fuel, or the things that we can use for fuel, is dig into our past and all that stuff that we've kind of pushed down and pushed to the side and pushed away. He says, use that for fuel for pursuing your dream, whatever it is. Don't hide from it. Don't run away from it. Don't mask it. Own it and use it as fuel. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I remember early on in my working career, I was starting a business down in Costa Rica at age 23 with no money, no experience, no clue, just an idiot, not knowing any better. And my father said, "Hey, Dave, I don't think you've got what it takes to be an entrepreneur." And that pissed me off so much. That was negative fuel that I used, especially when the going got tough, to make my business down there in Costa Rica successful and to become an entrepreneur. So to my dad's credit, several years later, he actually apologized for that. But I used that negativity as a positive motivator to do what needs to be done. Some of the other things Goggins talks about here, he also talks about the fact that most of us are running at maximum 40% capacity, 40% of what we're able to actually do. That's how we're running at. And I think that might be a little bit generous. But mentally, physically, financially, with our real estate investing business, most of us are just chugging along at the bare minimum to maintain the status quo. We're fat and, not just physically, but mentally, we're just fat and comfortable. So one of the suggestions he has for getting a glimpse at what 100% looks like is through physical exercise, is through doing something physical that you haven't done before, or pushing your limits and just trying to get a glimpse at what 100% looks like. So when your body's feeling worn out, your mind's feeling like this is the end, push beyond that to get a glimpse of what you're actually capable of. And that's what I admire so much about people who are in the military, especially in the special forces, is these guys and gals, that's what they do. That's what they pushed through these kind of things, especially those kind of folks, elite athletes, the same way. They've pushed through, they've seen what is really possible, and that becomes their new reality. All right. So great book. Another one that I recommend, and check it out. So again, that's Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Well, hey there. Thanks for tuning into the Property Profits Podcast. If you like this episode, that's great. Please go ahead and subscribe on iTunes. Give us a good review. That'd be awesome. I appreciate that. And if you're looking to attract investors and raise capital for your deals, then I'm going to invite you to get a complimentary copy of my newest book, right back there. There it is. The Money Partner Formula. You can get a PDF version at investorattractionbook.com. Again, investorattractionbook.com. Take care.